Hi, I'm Maggie Avery. I'm a postdoc in the EPS department at UC Berkeley, and I'm the instructor this semester for EPS88, a Python Introduction to Data Sciences. This semester is going to be different from previous semesters because we're going to be fully remote. That's why I'm coming to you from my living room and you are wherever you are. Hopefully you won't be distracted by my neighbor's dog or anything, but I apologize in advance if you are. If it's a real problem, we will figure something else out. So the purpose of this video is to walk you through some of the new class tools that we've been putting together to help facilitate this new Zoom-based existence that we're all living. So I will, the first place to go and sort of the main landing page for the class is going to be the B courses page. So we'll start there. So this is the front page of the B courses page where there's a bit of description about the class, but the module section is where you're going to find your main workflow for the week. So you can get to that through this link, the module section, or over in the side tab for the modules section. So each week there will be a module that's going to walk you through what the expectations for that week are. At the very top of the modules page is the important class links for there's one for the information about the Zoom call for our class meeting times on Tuesdays at noon, and also the Data Hub space where you'll find your notebooks, the OKPy site for turning in those notebooks, and the discourse discussion board. We'll talk about those on the next video. For now, we're going to just work through doing this the Week 1 module for what you need to be doing before class, which is basically just finding this B courses page and clicking around on it through the quizzes and assignments, just familiarizing yourself with the navigation. We're going to talk a little bit about what's in the syllabus, but you should read that all on your own. And then we'll go over to the class webbook and take a look at that. And so let's start by going over to the syllabus. You can find that either by clicking on the link here in the first week module, or again, it will always be over in the section tab menu under syllabus. So this is where you'll find class policies and also the contact information for myself and Erin, who's going to be the graduate student reader, and she'll be joining us for class time. So here's another course description and learning objectives, and then it goes into the class policies. The main two things that I want to highlight are sort of the pieces of what you'll be assessed on, what goes into your grade, basically. So this also is sort of how your week the workflow for each of your weeks will be. So there's going to be videos like this one and reading assignments. Those are both going to be over in the class webbook. So you'll do those reading assignments, and then you'll come back to this B courses page and take a reading comprehension quiz, which is just going to check that you got what you're supposed to get out of those videos and reading assignments, and then you'll come prepared for class time, where we're going to work through together a Jupyter notebook where you'll get to practice some of the things that you had been reading about with the help of me and Erin, and also doing peer coding together in small groups. We're going to use some breakout rooms in the Zoom call. So those notebooks you'll turn in at the end of class. You should be all done, turn it in. Those are graded for completion, so if it's fully done, you get full credit. And then there's the assignment Jupyter notebooks that you'll work through throughout the week on your own. Those are going to be just building in more practice of using those skills that you learned for that week. Those are graded for correctness, so do your best. The late policy is each day that those are late, we'll deduct 10% of the grade. If for any reason you need more time, just email me or call me or whatever. Just let me know, and I'm happy to give you any kind of extension you need. If something comes up, or you're just going to be, traveling one week or something, just let me know, and I'm happy to say yes and be accommodating and not deduct any points for lateness. And then there's a final project that you'll hear more about towards the end of the semester, but basically it's a research project where you'll get to pick your own data set, something that you're interested in thinking about, and then use the skills that we've been going throughout the semester to learn something about that data or that problem. The other thing that I wanted to talk about just briefly is sort of in-class computer use. Obviously, you're going to be using your computers, you're going to be on your computer. The main thing is to like stay focused on the Zoom call, which I know is really hard. I struggle with it, especially if I've got multiple Zoom calls in a day. So what I do personally is I have an external monitor. I like unplug that so I can't be doing other things on my second screen. And then I like turn off the sound of my phone so I can't hear notifications. Because otherwise I just like, I get distracted. And also I leave my video on. So yeah, I guess in terms of like Zoom protocol, what my preference would be, like you can do what you want, but my preference would be like have your video on, use a background so that we don't all like have to see each other's stuff. Mute yourself unless you want to say something, or if we're in like a discussion section, just so that in case there's background noise. But yeah, having, I don't know, at least me, like if my video's on, I like pay attention more because people can see if I like get up to get a snack. That's kind of the stuff that you'll do to like remove distraction. The stuff that I'm going to try to work on is to keep that time together, engaging, and you're doing stuff, and not just listening to me talk. That's why you're watching this video now, and why there's videos in advance, so that class time is active and engaging. Please read the rest of the syllabus on your own. There are links to kind of Berkeley policies and code of conduct, and also spaces to find help if you're struggling with your semester at all, which I'm sure we all will. There's some good resources here for where to find help. That is the syllabus. So I'll go back over to the modules, the module for the week. So let's see, we're doing great. We are on our tour of the courses page. We have read the syllabus. Now we'll go over to the web book and take a look at that. So this is the class web book that we're putting together. It's built specifically for this class, which is great because it means it's exactly what we want, and it's bad because it means that it's like built by me. So who knows what typos are in here. If you see typos or if something is like unclear, please let me know, because this can only get better. So there's some kind of links back over to the B-Courses page in the syllabus, so you can easily find your way back and forth. So for this first week, we'll read this little introduction page, and we'll go to the first chapter. So each chapter goes along with the module for that week, and there's going to be sort of 2 or sometimes 3 different sections. One will be the earth science that you're going to be, that we'll be covering that week. And then part of it is going to be the data science concepts that we'll be covering for the week. And those should just be kind of building on the things that you're learning in Data 8. And then also there'll be some stuff about the Python programming that we're going to be covering. And then there'll be videos and kind of reading assignments for each of those bits, which will very likely be redundant, but hopefully that just means that you'll be getting it from multiple angles and it'll stick in your brain better somewhere. So yeah, for each module, so each week of class there's a module. Each module goes along with a chapter of the book. There'll be a section on earth science, there'll be a section on Python programming. When you're done with that reading quiz, you'll go back to the B-Courses page. This week there's no quiz, but usually under this prior to work class time section, there'll be a link to a quiz. You'll take that reading comprehension quiz and make sure that you got what you got, or learned what you're supposed to. Those you can do as many attempts as you want until you got it, and then you'll come to class all ready to go. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm excited to see you September 1st. Yeah, all right, bye.